Greetings, me and Indra. Me, Hanuman and Indra are there for laying the bars to separate you from negative energy. You can block them. We are going to build a lot of bars, a lot of fences, so that you will be isolated from these energies which are harmful to your lives. So you can close your eyes and looking at those energies and seeing bars coming in between these energies and you. This is a cleansing ritual. And from there on you can move on with your path. Move on with your life. A new freedom. So a lot of negative thoughts will be barred. So that these influences, these bad influences in your life will be blocked, cut off. We are both on horses, me and Indra. And we are leading our armies. And it is important for you to know about the symbology surrounding you, so that it will not upset you, as in a too high degree of drama. We want to make everything a little bit smoother. To help you to break through things. These bars are effect now. And from there on, we will continue. Indra wants to speak also. Here he comes. Greetings, I am Indra. I am helping Hanuman in the process of putting bars between the negative and the positive. Some of these negative energies have been a plague for too long already. So there will come bars now in some relationships, some ancestral lines, some habits And from there on we will build a fortress. So let the past go. Let these evil relationships go. And some of it is just memory. There are still connections with their souls. And these connections will be barred. These souls will be barred because of their bad influence. Because of things they did to you or things they said to you. It's almost like implants in you. And we can take them out and bar them from you. Block them. Ban them. They are barred now. And from there on we can continue. I'm on a horse, a white horse, and Hanuman is on a red horse. And we are leading our armies through mountain areas, rocky areas, pastures and deserts. We know the way. Through wildernesses and through the streets of cities. It is a great exodus. And the army is growing. Symbology, shields. Shields holding the meanings of all the things surrounding you. It is a message. And we want to teach you how to interpret these, how to receive these. Breathe in and out very deep, holding it in for a short while, and then breathing out deep. Here's Hanuman again. Greetings. This is me again, Hanuman. My energy is over you. It is on the top of your head now, ready to float inside. To equip you for the war. The war to solve this puzzle. Move. Move your energy body in all directions, spin it around and get free. Get free from the old, from the past, from everything which has blocked you for so long. And when it will still stay around, some things still staying around, having a grip on you like glue, which is of course the case with some things. And it's important to use another strategy, which is you have to see it as a message. You have to see it as a symbol of something, a shield with a meaning on it. And this shield might be very important, so we don't have to be too dramatic about it. Of course the war will continue, but when things are very stubborn, there is usually a message attached to it, a deeper meaning. So don't be too upset if there are still things in your life in which you are stuck. If there are still things in your life which don't seem to fade, which don't seem to go away. It is not that simple or easy with the things of life. Not like opening and closing a fence. Some things just need some deeper attention. And this is why we are here. And you can rest in that we will guide you and explain the meanings. And then there are some things you don't get immediately a meaning about it, or the hidden message. You can't solve the riddle of it like that, like a flash. No, because some things just take longer time to be able to interpret, and it has a download time. And then you have to live in insecurity for a while, having no answers, only questions. And it's like a fire in you, a fire eating you. And sometimes it is hard to live with questions, having no answers. And sometimes seems like a very long road, as if it is endless, like an eternity. And then sometimes you can even lose all hope, as if there will never be an answer, as if it cannot be solved, as if it's just too strong. And then you see all the drama around you, and the last pieces of hope are sinking away. Sometimes with some people there are also such situations in which this is happening, and it's really like a plague, like a ghost in your mind, controlling everything. So what to do with these stubborn things which don't seem to get away? Sometimes it seems that it is only growing, it's only getting stronger. So overwhelming. What do you have to do then? When it doesn't show you the answer. All things take their time. You have to rest in it. If you cannot flee from it, just rest in it. Go deeper in it. And from there on, when you feel like you are dying in it, there's also this natural law that when you die in something, like a seed, it will also let you come alive again. And then suddenly, after a long time, you write it. So maybe something will be given to you, something which is very important, something under which you are suffering now for a reason, holding you like blindfolded in so much blackness. And then suddenly, out of the blue, the lights go on at one point. And then you see why it was so important and what it actually was, because it isn't what you think it is something else. So then you need to get some sense of surrealism, more allegoric, mythology, poetry even. Everything outside your locked up mind is so creative. And one time you will be in touch with that. So just move your energy body now in all directions until it spins, and take everything for granted, the good and the bad things. Some things stay still for a reason, still around. And that's good, that's fine. You might need it in the war. Even if you don't understand it now, what it is and why it is here, you will. And meanwhile you can just try to dream, trying to do other things. There are always things you can do or dream. And in imagination is actually looking around in the spiritual world, in the heavenly realms, in the other spheres. In the lands of other energy forms. I can now do some healing on the ancestral lines. The lines of the foremothers and forefathers. My energy will go through them, will flow through them. To remove the obstacles, to remove the bad implants still influencing you. I'm cleansing all these lines like the roots of a tree, and they are going so deep. Like it touches the core of the earth, where there is nothing but fire. There it comes forth from. And I am bringing healing there, and deliverance, so that your mind can be set free. Within the boundaries we spoke about before, of course. So it will be always in balance. A little pressure is needed sometimes to bring forth the best in you. And now I switch to the lines of the memories, and also the lines of the memories of previous lives, which are in the unconsciousness very often. And those have also their own ancestral lines, the ancestral lines of the past lives. I have to jump in there also and bring my energy to heal and cleanse. And I am bound by a tight, divine and Gnostic, esoteric reward system, because the gods do not allow cheating. So in that sense nothing is free, but it's all based on your readiness, and that what you have sent out will come back to you. So we are bound to this karma system. You can only get what you are giving to yourself. You can only get what you have given to others. That is your seed. If you send out energy of healing, the healing will come back to you. And for this I am your reward system, together with Indra. We make sure that everyone gets their reward. So for this we are on our horses, checking the masses, going through the masses, checking the rows, going through the lines, along the paths. And there are so many people, so many souls. So your healing is based on karma. Based on the results of the weighing of your heart to the feather of Maat in the Egyptian halls of judgment, and also the Hindu halls of judgment, where me and Indra come from. And this is a process of transformation. Everything has to be reinterpreted. As all these spheres, this whole world, has been falsely labeled. Also, so many false labels on you, so many false judgments. Sometimes you got way too much, and sometimes you got way too few. But now we are here to set the karmatic record straight, and you get what you deserve, measured out in energy. Measured out in healing and deliverance. And it doesn't mean that when you are a better person that you get more healing, because sometimes it's like the really good people just do not get that sort of healing. They're like the bodhisattvas. They're helping other people, and they are not entering in these higher realms, in these higher truths, in these higher heavens, but they are rather in the underworld, dying for other people, to help them, to search for them. And that is the true life. So we cannot be too happy and we cannot be too healthy. That would be a false healing. There's so much fake healing nowadays, so much fake happiness, which is almost vampiristic. So we need to stay in balance. Not being extreme. Not exaggerating things. So we stay in this peace and calmness, in this trust on karma. The true children of God get chastised, sometimes maybe more than others. Also because of the tasks they are prepared for, and they have to take deep roots. So within these boundaries, these natural laws, healing can take place to a certain degree. Not too much, not too few. And I will lead you on. Lead you on to a better context of things. A better interpretation of things. And in this, no one can stop me. It's not for everyone. A lot of people are not ready. A lot of souls are not ready. But I know those who are ready. And I have drawn them to me. Having made the contact. So in that sense, you can rest in that. Everything is in control. Things are how they are meant to be. And the views about it will change. Going to higher and higher views. You can change the point of views at times or all the time, as in some sort of cycle of view. Sometimes it's even spinning wildly. And that's necessary so that you will not get stuck in a certain angle. There's always more to the story, more dimensions, which can open new doors for you in life. It's just about to get rid of those very, very dense energies, that there will come a much lighter touch to things. Which is the feather of Maat. And our hearts have to become like those feathers. Maat being the expression of the law of the higher consciousness in Egypt, judging everything by a higher sort of judgment, not by the sort of justice you find here on earth, justice you can buy, as in a market driven by marketeers. As that is not true justice. That is a cheating program, all junk. But the feather of Maat, leading us all, will lead beyond that. And you can find that in the Egyptian judgment hall, where the hearts are being weighed, which is all symbology, of course. And I am here to lead you through that symbology. So you can close your eyes now and looking at those energies, picturing this feather of Maat, of the higher laws, the laws beyond the laws of the higher consciousness, of a higher, much higher reality. And that is where everything has to bow down to. That law will take over. It's just that we live on the wrong side of the mirror at the moment. everything is almost the opposite of how things really should be. So we live in this paradox. But obviously, living on the wrong side of the mirror is the trigger to get to the right side of the mirror. So you cannot just live on one side. You would die. You would die forever. You would fall into an eternal sleep. You need the wrong side of the mirror to awaken you, so that you have the strength, the power to get to the other side. That is the trigger. And it is hard, of course it is hard. But it's the only way to get into softness. And then it can even be softer and softer and softer, because things were so incredible hard. And without the hardness you would never be able to see the deeper softness, the softer places, the softer ways of life. So this is life-saving where you are now. Maybe for you this terrible place, it is saving your life. It is your guide to eternity. And in that you can rest. I am on my horse. Indra is on his horse. And we lead step by step.